Who was the Khaleesi married to?
Khal Drogo. Did I get it wrong? I thought I nailed it.
Yeah, Carl. Carl. Yeah, it was
What's
Carl.
his name?
Names are like Khaleesi and Tyrion, and then there's just Carl.
When I see it in my head, I was like, "Oh, fuck you, Khal Drogo."
What's my dog's name?
His name is Dak.
Okay.
Yeah, it rhymes with snack. I got it now. Took me years.
Carl.
What's his name?
Well,
But yeah,
all right,
this is full of
his
some
name is
angsty
Drogo. His title
Khan?
is Call. Khal. He's a call. A call of calls.
I'm hearing Carl. Anyone else with me? Listeners out there?
No one else is with you.
Dude, I got to so I'm in book 3, maybe 2 hours in or something, and I got to the part where the grandmother's talking to Sansa and the granddaughter. Like the Queen of Thorns is talking to Marjorie and Sansa. And they had the band play really loud so people couldn't eavesdrop. That was the worst section of the audiobook so far. How painful was it to hear the guy sing about the bear or something?
The hairy bear.
It was worse than that. And by the way, so the point was to have the band sing loudly so people couldn't eavesdrop. So they'd be talking to each other like this. And then all of a sudden they'd bust in like, the bear. But trust me, I gave you 1/10 of it. It went on like for like a minute or so. It was painful.
When Woody would have preferred if there was just a sentence there that said, the queen made the man talk loud so no one else could hear, and then Sansa told her everything that we already know. We'd be like, okay, next bullet point. Let's keep moving.
I discovered the 15-second skip, and whenever like a fool starts talking or someone starts singing, I'm like, bap, bap, and it helps a lot.
How dare you?
Because there's stuff that's
are
painful. Now, some of it's short, like when a crow talks. I hate it, but it's only 3 seconds. Some of it's long, like when fools sing, and oh my god.
What is this?
Game of Thrones
20
talk.
hours.
Audiobook.
20 hours into book.
20 hours.
Yeah, I have accelerated my consumption.
You have picked up your pace.
So, Woody, you said you're just starting, because I have not seen a single episode. I've not seen a single episode.
Really?
We're on the audiobooks.
So I've seen all of the show, and now I'm listening to the audiobooks. My motivation for listening to the audiobooks is I'm interested in what happens after the show. I didn't realize when I started that it was like a 120-hour journey to catch up with the show. It is. I might have underestimated it. It's like
the books are dozens of hours long.
Oh yeah. Well, soon you're going to surpass the show.
Any reason
listening at this rate?
In book 3?
I mean, pretty soon, as in like when you finish book 3, get into book 4, you're gonna pass the show easily. Like you'll listen to all this, and you will wish there was more.
I'm only like 22 hours away from there.
Wait, where are you at right now, Kyle?
Like 20 hours into book 3.
I'm
How are you
4
liking
hours,
it so
20
far?
minutes.
I love it. It's great.
Oh, isn't book 3 the best so far?
Is it the best? It
Oh, it is the
started
best.
crap. It started with something about Chet doing whatever. You with me, right? That was awful? No?
No, Storm of Swords is the best book in the whole series, as far as I'm concerned. As far as excitement.
The first 30 minutes of the audiobook is all just rambling nonsense.
The first 30 minutes, Woody. You're judging off 30 minutes
30
on
minutes
an
is
audiobook?
nothing for a book like this.
Yeah.
30 minutes is awful. But see, I'm only 4 hours, 20 minutes in, so 30 is like a notable section of where I am so far.
How long are you in?
Dude, it's a 47-hour audiobook.
So you're 4 hours and 20 minutes in?
Well, that's not fair, because I finished the 30 and the 37-hour books already.
40.
But you're 4 hours and 20 minutes in, is the important part about this.
Of the third book.
He's
Of the third
making
book.
a pot joke.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I see.
Funny.
4 hours, 22 minutes.
Is there a reason you guys are going audiobooks instead of just reading the books themselves?
Because
Oh,
I can multitask. I'm sorry. Kyle, do you want to go first?
You can drive. You can drive and listen to it, or you can just relax and listen to it. And also, the narrator, if you will, his name is Roy
Dotrice.
Dotrice, And he does accents for each of the different characters and he switches back and forth. And he's no like master of accents. It's not like Dana Carvey's up there and they sound completely different. But he's got like probably 8 or 9 different voices that he kind of shares around between characters.
He's no slouch.
I might
Like,
put the
he does a
number
good job.
higher. And he broke like the Guinness Book of World Records for accents. Kyle's just saying they're kind of similar, but I don't know how different like 70 accents can be.
Yeah.
And the main characters all have, to me, very distinctive accents. Like, you know, if you watch the show, you almost know them by face sometimes because their names are impossible to remember. Like, oh, all right, that's the old bearded guy. That's the young bearded guy. That's the medium-aged bearded guy. Right? If you're listening to the audiobook, you kind of know him by the accent to me. Like, oh, like Tyrion, for example. Of course, I know his name, but he sounds like a leprechaun. And, Jaime Lannister sounds like, it's certainly Daenerys, I don't know. But I hear their accents almost like I recognize their faces. Look, when you don't do names, you find ways to survive.
I love you,
adapt.
dude.
You've
I don't do
listened to
names.
dozens of hours of this, and you
names.
still don't know what Daenerys' name is. Like, just the fact.
I'm gonna back
like,
up Woody on that, man. I've
No,
watched
he-
like TV shows and not known the main, like the supporting
no.
actors.
You don't
I understand
understand.
what you're saying, Tucker,
Okay.
but it's also a first-person book, and so every time you get to a new chapter, like there'll be a break, and it'll go Tyrion, and then it begins with Tyrion, and so it goes Daenerys, and then it begins Daenerys'
Oh.
chapter. So it's inexcusable to have it wrong after one
That's
chapter.
different. That's so fucked up.
The
That's so
points
different.
of the points of view change often as well. So oftentimes he'll say, Daenerys didn't know what to do. She wasn't quite sure. She shook with fear. And so like I have heard Daenerys Targaryen's name spoken at least 1,000 times at this point. I'm 24. I'm like 80 hours into these audiobooks or something like that. I've seen every episode.
Yeah.
Woody just has an interesting thing.
I think
where
I might be retarded.
But you just have a serious problem remembering names. That could be a real thing. You can't remember names because sometimes I'm convinced that Woody is in for the long con of fucking all of us because there is no way that an adult man can get names from so many different shows and mediums wrong so consistently. There's no way.
Man.
And it's funny, there are areas where I will be consistently the smartest guy in the room, right? Like when I was doing software architecture at Cisco, everyone looked to me to make sure it was done right. Yet, I still don't know Daenerys' name. I get it? Daenerys?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Great job.
Well, it
Two
helps
gold
that I heard
stars.
it 6 times in the last 6 minutes. But yeah. And it's not Carl. It's Cal? C-A-L almost?
Well,
K-A-H-L?
K-H-A-L.
you have to think of the first word as a title. So just like if you were saying King Drogo or
Right.
Prince Drogo, he's a Carl.
I
Yeah.
hear you. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like I find it so insta boring. I just move on.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that. No.
That's going to be a soundbite. They're going to put that to mariachi music.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.